Deal TV, learn and earn.
Nkwaniriza kugumunanga chaje kumideko Deal TV Africa. Deal TV Africa kugamba nti learn and earn. Bera fama jikinatera eba etuse kupeoza TV. Kastonda ba ngomanya nti ngenda kuzo mwezi mukaaga paka nga mwenda tugenda wali ku Old Kampala grounds waliwo omoleso gwa wahefe. Omukyalo wa wahefe yategese omoleso gwa bya bulimiko n'ebyobulunzi okuyingira enko mitano zokka. Omuwaleso gutandika ngenda kuzo omwezi mukaaga paka nga mwenda omwezi ogw'omunaana. Kale weekwate ekifo nawe ayagala okwolesa osobola okubanga okuba ku namba eziri ku simu yo awo manya ku screen obeere ng'obuuza ebisingawo. Naye nga olunaku olwaleero ndina omubedde. Do you know that word, omubedde? The big boss.
The big boss. Sitting your boss. But I think I'm also
the big
I'm
boss.
there. What I know I'm.
Say hi to our viewers.
Hello viewers. You are welcome to SR Afro Chicks Breeders. My name is Emmanuel Okiria and I work in this company as one of the technical sales representatives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wogamba technical, what exactly do you mean?
The musawo wa bisolo.
Kati fe tutegeera nnyo oyo musawo.
So with SR being the fact that a company dealing nnyo mu nkoko
kusinga.
So I am here as a chicken veterinarian.
So how is it going?
We are moving on well, though we feel some complaints out there about market. You rear my chicken and you are failing to sell.
Yeah.
But generally, I see it's well and it's going to be good.
Okay. Okay, so SR. Omuntu wawulira SR. Chichi ekino kumujjira mu mutwe, like chichi kyayinza okutegeera nti boyogera SR toyongerako kigambo kirala. I understand this and this.
When you speak SR, what comes to the mind is I know basically it has to be chicken and feeds.
Chicken and feeds. Okay.
So we have the broilers, we do the layers and the full cycle of nutrition. That is the feeding.
Okay.
So we start straight away from the pre-starter, the starter, the grower state and the finishing state. But also we have the the layer feed. Still from starter to the layer state.
Okay.
Yeah.
So omuntu mumuwa okuviira ddala ku kakoko akaolunaku lumu.
Yes,
ne mumuwa emmere ne mumuwa, like, do you offer obujjanjabi?
We also offer the technical service.
Okay.
We might not move with the medicine, but we move with the knowledge.
The knowledge
to advise.
Okay.
You see, majorly what happens in the field is not everything you call an infection might not really be an infection. Some things are just due to factors surrounding the environment. So majorly as SR, we look into factors that one has to go through to make sure that this chicken don't fall sick.
Like that is prevention.
Prevention. I'm very sure the reason as to why you put on clothes, you sleep under the mosquito treated bed is because you don't want to fall sick.
Yeah.
So the same thing to chicken as well. One, we give you a very good genetic, very good chicken, healthy, and it's hardy, fast growth. Most of our farmers hit around 2 to 2.5 kgs in 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah, majorly in broilers. That comes as a result of one, the good feeding and the good management on the farm.
Let's talk about management. When you talk about management, oba otegeeza ki okuviira ddala wansi, like, because omuntu okumanaging ekintu, I don't think nti kitandika already nga maze okutandika.
Yeah.
I think kirina okutandika before. So bw'oba yogera ku management, kiki exactly kyotegeeza?
Management, to me, I actually start my management before even getting the chick. How prepared am I before this chick arrives to the farm? One of the questions that has to come at the back of your mind is, do you have the market? Besides the structures,
before
the drinkers,
starting,
before each and everything. Because ideally, the market pertaining my product should be beyond what I produce at the end of the day. If you have the market, then you are able to stand and grow bigger. So management is a very broader aspect.
Okay.
It starts straight away from how prepared you are before receiving the chick. How is the structuring? How have you shaped up your brooder? Then now, on the chicks arriving, there are a lot of things still you have to look into. It's,
Okay. So can a body structuring affect my production?
so much. Most of the people mistake a bad structure to be that structure which is cheap. But your structure can be cheap, but containing all aspects of what a house is. Actually, we majorly look at putting in much money in the flock than the structure.
Than the structure.
Let's assume this is our chicken house. This structure you see here can contain 500 birds,
Only this.
as an example.
Okay.
But the input in this structure, let's assume is 2 million. But you also have farmer B, who has the same structure, but he has invested 8 million.
Same size?
Yes, same size, and they are all rearing 500 birds. But when it comes to going to the market, we all go to the market. Now where we go wrong is a person who invested this 2 million on a 500 chicken house has reserved more capital to invest. Yet you farmer B has put in a lot of money in structuring, forgetting the flock tomorrow. So ideally, you have to look at how much you have in the pocket in terms of putting up the structure versus the flock in terms of number that you want to have tomorrow at the end of the day. Actually, there most of us go wrong. Because when you come to SR to book for a chick, I'm very sure I'm going to give you a very good quality chick and a good feed.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe I forget to ask you how much you have to put in to raise that chick such that it goes to the market. Still, we are talking basing on the 500 chicks. You've come to book chicks. Currently, our chicks, the market prices of chicks ranges from 3,000 to 3,200. You've managed buying chicks.
Quality.
Very good quality chick. But going to the farm, 5, 6, 7 days, the feeds are over. Simply because you didn't factor in that. So you get to realize that you stagger. Much as you are going to struggle and feed this chick, you get to realize that you might delay go to the market because you didn't prepare yourself.
Okay. Okay, before going further, omuntu bw'omugamba nti structure, a structure ennungi,
Yes,
tetufuddeeyo ya bbeeyi ya layisi, naye biki structure ennungi byerina okubeera nabyo. Omuntu agambe nti yes, nzimbe ya layisi naye ABCD byumbirina ebisobola okwaccommodating enkoko zange ne zibeera bulungi. Yes.
When you are making up a structure, one of the things you have to look at is the orientation. Where the sun comes from versus where the sun enters.
Okay.
I think this is our east.
Yeah, this is the east.
And that is the west. That is exactly how the orientation of the house is. We have a side whereby you complete fully, and
Like
that's
up to the roof.
yes. Why we do that is simply because we are denying in the
So
wind,
we are blocking this.
the direct sun,
the direct sun.
rain, and majorly to affect the chicken. Also, you have to look at generally the appearance of the land. Of course, this house not to be set. It's not supposed to be set in a place whereby it floods. Good. This house should be easy to clean. But back to the idea of orientation. If this structure is not well oriented in a manner that when the rain comes, when the sun rises and it's hitting the house, it's going to affect the growth of the chicken. So you have to look at the orientation, then the stocking density. Majorly in broilers, we look at around 10 to 12 birds per square meter. It's very easy to measure square meter. When you open your leg like this, a box of this makes up a square meter.
Okay.
So depending on how many birds you want to stock, the The width of the house, we look at around 9-10 meters, measure around 9. Then the length, even if you want to go up to Gulu,
It doesn't matter.
Why we look at that arrangement of the length and the width is because if you make it in terms of a box,
like square,
the circulation of air is going to be hindered because we want this fresh air from this side to the other side. So if it is too wide again, the air comes and it cannot go through. So at the end of the day, you are going to have cases of, let's say, ammonia accumulation, the heat, a lot of things there, infection, simply because you don't have that fresh air that is supposed to keep the house dry.
So for broilers, abasinga bagamba like buli omu akugamba byanjawulo.
Yes, sir.
Omu ajja kugamba nti broiler teyeetaaga kubanga erina space nene. Nti yeetaaga space ntono ereme kubanga ekola exercise egejje bulungi. Another person inakugamba jiwa space esobola okuba zireme kubeera nga zikola ki nga ziri congested. Who is right, who is wrong?
Both might be wrong and both might still be right, depending on which ground you are factoring in your point.
What is supposed to be done?
One, we have got two types of farmers. We have a farmer who is doing it to survive. He's in Kampala. He was doing rental houses, but the tenants have disappointed him.
In their garage? Or
their garage. So you get to realize that ideally this room is supposed to contain maybe 200 birds, looking at the standard of the house. But looking at the structuring of the house, it may not accommodate. One, the ventilation.
The ventilation is poor.
You have one window, you have one door.
Because it's not for the chicks.
So what we look at in such a scenario is maybe we reduce the stocking density. Instead of 200, you bring it down to 150. Such that the little fresh air availed there can be utilized by the chicken.
Okay.
Two, back to the point. Most people, actually, we are challenged when you go to the field. You're a young man, I've taken 30 years in this business, you know nothing. Only I want you to tell me medicine. Actually, when they call you Musao, my chicken are dying, what they expect is medicine.
Only.
When you talk about the factors around, some of them may not believe. Because you are going to give these birds very small space, but the small space, not knowing that it will hinder the growth of the birds. We talked of the 10, 12 birds in a square meter. You've had birds in a small space which is supposed to contain, let's say, 500, and you have 700. You have a surplus. So what is going to happen there? There's going to be stress, congestion, accumulation of ammonia. Whatever hinders the life of this bird and has caused stress, just know will make you delay go to the market. So the idea of squeezing birds because you don't want them to grow comes at a cost. But also there is this farmer B who says these birds need a much bigger space such that they exercise. You are going to give these birds a much bigger space, but you also get to realize that the birds are not growing.
Yes, yet they have space.
You have 100 birds, but they are having one drinker, one feeder. Because in you know my birds are few. One drinker and one feeder
will be enough.
So you get to realize that the presentation and the availability of both feed and water is not matching. It's drinking water from this corner, then it has to look for feed from the other corner. So this bird is wasting what was supposed to make up the muscle in this movement. So I think let's not go by assumption. If you are really looking at making money, it's good to follow what the standard tells. Of course, we have different breeds. Each breed has its standard, but majorly in broilers, that is the standard. Because you get to realize that almost 80% of the challenges our farmers face is within the area of management. SR has given a bird today. Week 1 up to day 14, most of these farmers don't call us. Week 3, day 18, 21 there, because you are not expecting the bird to put on a muscle, because he is supposed to be smelling money. that's when they start calling you. These birds are not growing. These birds are what? So
batandise okulengerako mu katale nga ate balaba enkoko tezikula.
Majorly it's around the management. So when you look at, let me look at a farmer complaining about the weight gain. Because I ask myself, dear, really, from day 1 up to day 14, up to now day 18, you were not calling me complaining.
You were okay?
Meaning you were comfortable with the status of these birds, and now you are realizing they are not putting on weight. One, if these birds didn't fall sick at one time, maybe the quality of the feed you are using. Two, as SR, I've given you the feed that I've tested and know it's a good quality, but you are not mixing it the way it's supposed to be. Because you want to save the cost, of course, since broken maize is expensive. I'm telling you a certain ratio, you are mixing something different. Or underfeeding. Then also I can still take you back to the idea of the stocking density. You are going to have very many birds, but with few drinkers and few feeders. So the ones that are big will always continue growing big, and the smaller ones will continue being stunted. Because the bigger ones have to first go eat. By the time the young ones wake up, of course after these ones have gotten satisfied, they go and eat and they find there is nothing there. Then of course, on the idea of the disease management, we give you the vaccination schedule, which is buried behind here. If you don't follow the right vaccination at the right time, and you handle it the way it's supposed to be, maybe you are going to have an infection arising at the farm tomorrow, an outbreak.
Okimanyi nti abalunzi abamu just azuuka buzuukusi wande n'agamba ndowooza nja kugema olwokusatu. Okitegeera naye nga chati si bwekola ki? Chati si bwegamba. Chati emugamba after 7 days olina okugema, after 14, after 21, naye n'agamba siwulira bulungi nja kugema
day 10. So you get to realize that you're delaying and you're allowing in time for the disease you were to have vaccinated to take charge. So by the time you are vaccinating, because the reason as to why we vaccinate is, okay, let me give an example of at your home. You have maybe the security guard.
Yeah.
That security guard, let's say, is UPDF. What happens is that this security guard being used to you, to the family, even if another UPDF soldier comes from out tomorrow, much as you are putting on the same uniform, he's going to ask, who are you? Where are you from? What if you are an enemy? Now, if you are an enemy, you are going to try to attack me, but due to the fact that I am used to my environment, I know how to hide and shoot you. So you get to realize that I'm able to defend myself, much as we have the same training, we are all soldiers.
But you're used to the place.
I'm used to the place. So what happens is, if I've vaccinated, let's say, Newcastle, it's going to build up with the immunity of the bird, whereby even if another strain of Newcastle comes tomorrow, much as it's going to affect you, it might not affect you as much as farmer X who didn't vaccinate.
Who did not.
So you find you are able to save your birds to a certain extent. You give a supportive therapy, and at the end of the day, birds pick up. So we advise you to vaccinate in accordance to what we have here, and handle the vaccine as required. You see, there is a tendency whereby you vaccinating, but at the same time, you still get the same infection at the farm. You've done IBD, but birds are still falling sick of IBD at a certain period of time.
Am I bewitched or what?
No, you might not be bewitched, much as it starts straight away from the handling of this vaccine,
The vaccines.
the time of application, and the point whereby the vaccine is applied. I am not going to talk about any drug shop here or any pharmacy, but most of the farmers who are rearing less than 500 birds, because most of the vaccines on the market majorly I see are packed in 500, 1,000 plus. Whereby a farmer B who has 100 birds might not want to buy a vaccine of 500.
Yeah.
So you want to look out for an alternative whereby they give you something smaller at a cheaper cost.
Bakupimirako katono katono.
So now what happens is there's what we call the cold chain and vaccine handling. Most of these vaccines, more so the first vaccines we give to these birds are live vaccines. The Gomboros, the IB, the Newcastle. Whereby if you alter with the temperature standings of its storage, you are going to lower its efficacy. Or even in the long run, you are going to kill it. So just imagine you going to a certain place whereby 10 farmers are going in a day and they are measuring you something of 2,000. You are alternating on the temperature ranges. So at the end of the day, you are most likely going to be doing nothing. But if I have my birds and I've gone to the pharmacy, much as I have 300, I've been given a pack of 500 and mix it myself. That you realize you might avoid that. Then too, majorly this vaccine when given to you, it is supposed to be kept in an ice, in a cold place. Some people use vaccine carriers, others give you ice. If you are buying a vaccine from, let's say, me now, and you are traveling to Mbale.
From where? From
Let's imagine from Mukono.
From Mukono to Mbale.
The ice has gone down, the vaccine has heat up. Of course, it has lost what you require. Because the very virus that you are supposed to plant in the body has to be kept live. When it dies off, then you have wasted time. Two, during the time of mixing this vaccine, I told you they are live vaccines.
Yeah.
Do you know that even the temperature of your hand is able to kill this vaccine?
This temperature?
Yes. Even that heat in the brooder during the application is able to kill this vaccine. Let's say, for instance, the vaccine has been mixed in water, or you applying it, and you are taking 1 hour, 2 hours in that heat. There's a likelihood of this vaccine getting killed. So the line of handling matters, and the area of application. That aside, there's this farmer after vaccinating is now, it's now for God. I've vaccinated, they will not fall sick. Not knowing that you are inviting problems. Your biosecurity is not okay. You are welcoming in people anyhow. You are just entering. You are not disinfecting, mixing breeds, chicken from a different farm to, different companies. Because we have, in broiler industry majorly, people want to stock maybe after every 1 week or after every 2 weeks to maintain the market. So you realize you have your structure that could accommodate maybe 1,000. But because you want to continue with the market, you are going to keep packaging them within, partitioning with boxes. Today you have put here, tomorrow you have put there, the next, because you want to keep the market. Not knowing that you are keeping a problem. When this batch A picks up an infection, it's able to interfere with the whole farm. And it reaches a time whereby you will always have that cross infection in the same farm. Now what happens is, being a virus, for instance, it has no treatment. So what we only do is to try to apply mitigation measures to treat the secondary bacterial infections such that you come to the business. And now tell you what it takes. One of what you have to do, one of the biosecurity measures is all in, all out. A flock today, manage it, sell tomorrow, disinfect the house, bring another batch.
Or else, yeah,
all different. But even if you have different houses, the distance between a structure and a structure also matters. You'll have a house here, after 1 meter you have another house there. What if an infection comes? Most of these infections sometimes come with, let's say, respiratory kind of setting, flu, cough, that can be moved by air. And the people managing this chicken are always within one arrangement. We have 3 structures with the 2 people managing
From this,
from this house to the other.
other.
So
and sometimes they forget to disinfect.
to disinfect. And even if you disinfect sometimes, majorly people look at dipping the gumboot. What do you know has happened in the cloth? So there's a lot actually. If we are to talk about it, we have quite a number.
Before nga tunaba kuva ku vaccines, ina ogambidde nti osobola okugula eddagala oba kugula vaccine nga ya 500 but yet I have 200 or 300 or 100 kati neŋŋamba naye eddagala nguze lingi either ndikuba lyonna liggwemu buno obukoko obutono oba nenditereka.
Majorly, when you are buying a vaccine, they give you with the vials. I mean, those things where you mix. This is the bottle, and you have those containers which have water.
The liquid, the water, yes.
Each one, I think, takes around 200 to 250 birds. You have your 500 birds. Mix your vaccine in 3 of them. Automatically, it will be enough. Okay, let's assume you have 2,500 birds. 2,500 birds, we have looked at each of this vial after you have mixed the vaccine, taking a minimum of 200 birds. How many do you want? You need around 15. And automatically it will be enough.
Okay.
If you have 300 and they have given you 2 vials, automatically it's enough. Because 2 vials are enough for 500, though they can give you around 3. Automatically it will be enough.
Okay.
So you measure what fits the vials that you are going to use.
Okay. So in terms of feeding, where do, like as farmers, where do we go wrong? Ne tutuuka okugamba nti emmere yaba SR tekola, olaba nagula SR ewaabwe wennyini ate yakola enkoko tezikula,
enkoko biganye,
ziri awo teziba mu kifo. So where do we go wrong? Ne tutuuka okwekwasa like mwe supplier.
In a week we supply to quite a number of customers. And when you sit with your phone, you're getting different people call with different complaints.
Yeah.
If I supply the 10 of you, out of the 10, this one is calling about growth, this one is calling about flu, this one is calling about diarrhea. One of the things I have to do, let's look at the line of feeding. I ask you, how old are the birds? The weight, the type of feed, of course it's ideally SR, how you're mixing, where you sourcing the materials. I'm going to, because between week 1 and week 2, most people prefer using the starter.
Yeah, because you have to use the starter. Yes.
Then for those ones who don't mind can go with the pellet, grower and finisher, but majority want to go to mix. So there you are going to source out the maize and maybe maize bran. So the problem could be the quality of the material. Just in nutrition, a deficit of something slight or any change of anything can cause harm in life. You've brought maize bran which is not of a very good quality. Of course these birds may not come up well. You have not followed the mixing formula as per stated in the leaflet. Because you want to save money, you are diluting your feed.
I think this is the feeding formula.
Yeah, it is here. Their mixing formulas are here. You are mixing your own. Ideally, you are not going to make up the weight because you are interfering with the nutritional component of the feed. Then also, we still go back to the presentation of the feed versus water. You are having fewer drinkers. You are having few feeders,
yes,
causing competition. The bigger ones will always want to eat fast and eat much or even finish. By the time these younger ones, smaller ones come, they find there is nothing for them. So it comes along upon how you are mixing the feed, the type of materials you use. Yeah.
Okay.
Because ideally, I want to give you one clue if you want to do more so in a broiler. I give you this bird when it is, let's say, maybe 40 grams plus. Let's say it's 45 grams. By day 7, you should be 4 to 5 times that weight. So if it is 45, what are we looking at? Around 180. But at day 14, you are having 120. What are you going to do? And the starter is done.
Yeah.
Because you prepared your money for the starter and the concentrate. You have nothing to do. Majorly, with the broiler, we are playing with the weight. If you get the right weight at the right time, you have saved the time and you have saved the input. So, what I do, if at all other factors were kept constant and the weight is not yet up to the tune, I have to fabricate something pertaining what my leaflet tells related to starter, such that you first buy the weight that you had not captured, or continue a little bit with. Ideally, they are sometimes we even advise you to use the starter for around 14 to 21 days. Why we give you that range is because we want you to attain the right weight at the right time.
Okay.
So, also the feed intake, because you are going to tell me the birds have not got weight, but you underfed them. You've been limiting them. Because by around week 2 there, we look at around 500 to 600 grams per bird feed intake. You as consumed 400. What could have happened? Much as you bought the right feed, but maybe there was wastage along there, and the birds didn't get the right amount of feed. So, it's about majorly following what is required to do. And where we go wrong as farmers is we go much comfortable that we have learned. Education has no end. Even a child of 3 years can, by the way, teach you something. So you should be yearning to
learn more
things. Because when you keep yourself in a comfort zone, that is the time something happens. For us who drive, I think, the day you think things are okay is the day you meet an accident.
That's true.
So you have to be skeptical and be conscious in whatever step you take.
Does breed matter in this, like broiler?
So much.
Business?
So much, even in human beings. Yes, when you are marrying, you look at a certain standard.
Yes.
Yeah, so it matters a lot. Because a poor breed may not grow fast, may be so prone to infections. So you need a good breed which is able to grow faster, which is able to resist, that can eat less and can easily be converted to the muscle and you go to the market. But still you are going to get a good breed and you fail to manage, still it can't work out. So you are looking at the genetic, which is the breed, the management, and the nutrition. And of course, first of all, being my priority is the market, to drive you forcefully to stand in the business.
Manyi ku simu z'omufuna ezisinga obungi. Enkoko zange zikuza naye siraba zigula, enkoko zindya noonya katale. Munguleeko enkoko mwe mwazimpa.
That is where the issue comes, because if I've given 200 farmers chicken this month in this eastern region,
the other person tajja kumanya nti nange nafunye guze enkoko.
And personally, much as I might have a few people to buy, I might not be in position to give to each and every one. So it starts from you. Market matters so much. Markets matters so much.
Any tips of how to deal with the market?
One is produce what you are able to supply. And never sleep. Have as much capacity as you can to make sure that you get market available. You can advertise. Actually, me, when I'm going anywhere and I see a model of chicken and I see market is there, I go talk to them. Actually speak big. I have 1,000 when I have my 100. The market should always be overwhelming. But also to beat the market, look back to the breed first, how you managed it, how you fed. Because if you are able to manage these birds in a short period of time and they have attained weight, you meet the market faster than you struggling.
SR kuku or SR chicks. Products chi zemulina. Zoizo kugamba nti kati zino kulwa abalunzi baffe abalungi ab'enkoko tulina this egenda kuyamba mu kino, we have this egenda kuyamba mu kino. What are those products?
Aside of the chicks, of course, we have the feeds. One of the products is pre-starter, which is given in the first days of life from day 1 up to day 7. That helps to establish the foundation of life. It has all it takes to make sure that this bird is well grounded. Then you have the starter, the grower, and the finisher. Also the layers, we have the same from the starter to the laying bit of it. But also on top of that, we have the manpower to guide you technically. We don't move with medicine, but we move with the knowledge to guide you.
Okay.
Also of late, we came with the department of piggery. Currently, we have the pig starter and the concentrate.
Okay.
Let me hope you are not an enemy to an animal.
It's okay.
So we also have pig feeds.
Okay. Okay. Nakyawo mbadde njagala okujjaawo because
from day 0 to day 45, 42. Pellets, of course we have the crumble part. Most people call it pellet, okay? Let's say...
So this is the starter crumb?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Both feeds work. Only that a slight difference comes in terms of the pricing. Because the one who has gone fully into pellets might put a little bit higher amount. But again, to a smallest extent, you get to realize the person of pellets even goes to the market a little bit earlier. Why? Being pelleted and they are sealed up, manufactured by we, there are few errors you are going to realize there. You see, whenever you open this concentrate and mix, I told you of sourcing materials from unknown sources. That can also interfere with the formation of the feed. So you get to realize sometimes a person who has used concentrate is crying that my birds have not gone to the market earlier, simply because of those simple errors.
Abamu buzibu basanga nti wano bwaba atabula olusi entabula concentrate eri side and nebina ebirala nosanga wano kala ndala wali kala ndala so teridde ku kano.
So you find in most cases that concentrate is realized late. So it comes upon your mixing now and the stage of growth. You have to make sure the feed is well mixed up. And majorly when you are transitioning this feed, let's say from starter to grower, I personally advise if you're expecting your starter to get done by day 14, at least day 13 to start your transitioning process. Because most people tell you, I've gone into the grower bit, which is of course broken and concentrated, but the chicken are not eating. Because sometimes maybe the particles of the maize are a little bigger and they get a little bit shocked. So it's also good to do that transition slowly. By the time you are switching in fully to the next level, these birds are fully used to. So he was asking of what it takes, majorly the feed intake. From around day 1 to day 35, the consumption is around 3 to 3.5 kgs per bird. Around 3 to 3.5 kilograms per broiler bird. Either if you used concentrate or you used the finished feed. Sometimes why people go a little too high again, maybe there was a content of wastage somewhere there. Yeah, and if your bird has eaten that 3 to 3.5 kgs, we are looking at around at least 2 to 2.5 kg in terms of the muscle. After the 35 weeks. Days. Yeah.
Okay. So kitegeeza bwe mba ndiisiza bulungi nyinza kubanga ntaddemu sente nga mmeka to 35 days?
Depending on the prevailing prices of materials around. Because there's someone somewhere buying his maize cheaply. For us in Kampala, we are buying at a different cost. But majorly, it ranges from between around 8 to 11,000. Probably around there. What matters, what we have to factor majorly is different regions have different prices of majorly maize, broken.
How about this person consuming their complete feed?
The complete feed also ranges, let's say, from between 9 to 11, 5, 12 there in 35 days.
Okay.
Of course, now there, if your bird is 2 to 2.5 kgs, you are looking at selling a bird at 15,000 plus. Ideally, the profit margin in broilers is not too big. So what matters is the number of birds you have.
The number of birds.
Because you look at around 2,000-3,000. So you don't need to come with a lot of expectations. It's about what you also have. But ideal, of course, start with small as you grow.
When you go SR with nothing apart from money, chichi chensobola okufuna ku SR nga paka wenafuluma.
Nothing apart from money.
Like sinze na kintu kyonna naye nzize ne sente, I want to start coming. Like njagala kutandika nkoko. Nzize mumpa amagezi, mumpe kino. Waliwo byenfuna awalala nga sobolde kubifuna ku SR oba byonna nsobola bifuna ku SR. Like njagala bukoko, njagala emmere, njagala bino, njagala biri.
Majorly, we give you the chicks, we give you the feeds and the service, that knowledge.
The knowledge, not the vaccines.
No,
but
the vaccines, we only tell you what to use and you buy it from somewhere, of course, an authentic place.
Okay.
We are not yet to that part of the medicine.
Abantu gye bali eyo nga bandyagadde okukozesa ku products za SR. Maybe they are far from where these things are. Eri omulala aliyo nga yandyagadde okukola business with SR abeere nga providing ebintu byammwe mu bantu abali abalunzi. Ani akwalifying okubeera nga asobola okujja okufuuka partner wammwe oba agent oba distributor whatever ky'osobola omuyita?
One, so long as you have the knowledge or if you are willing to venture into, we can really ascertain you and welcome you in the business. Because I think we have covered almost the whole of Uganda. We have outlets. But also you get to realize in different parts of the country we have agents. So long as you have the potential, we can equip you with knowledge and give you the products.
Because waliwo bano bamama gundi ayinawo otabula bumere bw'enkoko bambi atunda chachu n'ebiringe bine nga wali abalunzi we bali nenga bagala products za SR nenga tosobola zikola ki. So omuntu oyo musobola omwekaminga kiki kye musobola omukolera.
We welcome you. What we need to know from you is one, do you have the site where the product is going to be found by the farmers? Two, is it really authentic enough to stock our products? Because we don't just give you and tomorrow you give a product which is affected. Three, are you willing to learn from us? Because each and every organization has its ethics. Just earn your capital. And the good thing with us, if you are dealing with us, I know there are some parts that we cannot reach. We also refer you the clientele around there, and we work together.
Okay.
If I'm selling at a certain price here, it's the same price you're also going to sell there. Same product, same price, same everything. And the service that I give a customer that has bought a product direct from us is the very service we also give you. You might be somewhere and you have your few farmers who need to get knowledge. You invite us, we come. We don't charge.
Mutandikira ku number chi?
It could be any number, but let's look at 10 plus.
10 plus.
Because you really realize you're a farmer, you are much influential, and there are farmers that you need to bring in. We come. Even agents, we sensitize your people, leave them with you. I don't even want to have their contacts. So that's what we do.
Tulina obuzibu bwa counterfeit ku katale. Faking. How kagale omulunzi ayinza kwewala atya ebicupuli ku katale like nga yagala mmere ya SR newa munamwana asobola ofuna akantu n'amuteeramu ebintu ebirala asobola kubeera ate assured nti kati kino kyentote kya SR.
Majorly SR outlets have this branding just like you see around. And even if you be our agents, we brand you the same.
Okay.
So we are always easily seen somewhere. The issue of faking has been there, and we always try to direct you to the right person.
Okay.
If not our outlet, there are agents that are allowed to supply the products.
Okay. Any contacts omuntu zasobola okuyitako n'afuna aba SR?
075 186 92 19 078 73 77 684.
Okay.
It's even on mobile money, by the way.
Yeah.
That number.
Let them first try and see. Eleta manyaji.
Emmanuel Okiria.
Kasteleta kungamanyi nga.
Yeah.
Okay, ebadde fa magic wano ku DOTV Africa. Kasita omukulu omuwulidde. Weewala ebikyupuli genda awo wokka woolaba nti wali branded ne SR. Ate era enamba gyakuwadde osobola gikubako n'ogamba naye nga ndaba ekintu ekifaanaganako bwe kiti nga kiringa ekitagatta agenda kuba akubuulira kiki ekyokukola. Mujje tulunde n'aba SR. Teweerabira nti ng'ennaku z'omwezi 6 paka ng'ennaku z'omwezi 9 tuli Old Kampala Grounds opposite omwezi ogw'omunaana opposite n'omuzikiti gwa Gaddafi oba guyite omuzikiti gwa Old Kampala oba Supreme Mosque. Kale nno okuyingira 1500 zokka mwoleso gwa byabuli mikono ebyobulunzi ogenda kusangayo abantu abagenda okuwa amagezi gwa ayagala okutandika already yatandika dda naye ng'ofuna challenges ez'enjawulo ogenda kusinkanayo abantu bangi nnyo. Jangu tusome, jangu tuyige, jangu tuyingire business. Kale nno saagala kusukako wano okujjako okujukiza nti please subscribe, like and share. Tusinkana omulundi omulala mweraba.